Hey everyone, welcome to Ask Matt. So this is the first video on the YouTube channel. So I thought I'd start with a topic that you might find interesting if you're thinking of selling your house, and that's how do I choose the right agent? So there's lots of things out now like Rate Your Agent or Rate My Agent, Open House, and all of these sorts of sites that can guide you into using the right agent. I'd look for a couple of other things. So I'd look for some things, some pointers that are pretty easy to work out. Okay, so I'm going to give you about 7 or 8 of them. First is area specialist. In real estate, most real estate offices have their agents working in certain areas. I'd probably use an agent that really knows your area. It's called an area specialist. So I would definitely think about using the person that has a reasonable amount of traction in your area. It doesn't need to be the person that just dominates, but I would speak to them for sure. But someone who is a bit active in your area. There's a reason for that. They're going to be passionate about your area. They're going to know the recent sales and what's happening and the general vibe of the area. So when they're dealing with buyers, they're going to pass that on. They're going to be able to answer questions quickly. When you use an out-of-area agent, sometimes they don't know what's going on around you. Like they don't know the most recent sales. They don't know the homes intimately and who bought them and what the story was. Sometimes you need that to build value around your home. 2, when you ring into an agency or an agent and they say, I'll be out there at 4 o'clock. You want to get a sense of how keen they are. Do they sound keen for your business? Are they asking you questions? Are they engaged on the phone? Are they energy a bit like this? Get a sense of that first call, because buyers are going to call your agent first time. And if their energy is like a bit off-putting, I wouldn't want to use that agent. You want to use someone who's like, yes, great, I'll be there at 4, keen to see you. And then see what they do. If they send you information before they get there, a little bit of an introduction pack or something like that, if they call the morning of the appointment, they're keen. They're confirming the time that they're coming that day. They're keen. You want keenness, you want passion, you want energy. That's part of sales. If they don't have that energy, I probably wouldn't use them. Are they on time? Watch out your window to see if they pull up a few minutes before, sit in the car waiting for the appointment to come. Are they on time? If they're on time, they care. They value your time and they're there early. If you're not on time, if you're not early, you're late. That's the saying. I love that saying. The other thing is, we're all late sometimes, every now and then. I try not to be ever. But if someone's late, they might ring half an hour before, let them know you're going to be a few minutes behind time. That's fine too. They're keen. Shoes. Check their shoes. Are they shiny? Did they polish their shoes this morning? If it's a lady, are they nice sort of shoes that are, that aren't offensive or aren't too much or whatever it is? They're just nice shoes. Because I've run business on shoes before. Shoes make an impression. Shoes tell a story. And when they're representing you, and that's what this is about. You want to choose an agent that's going to represent you in the way that you feel most comfortable, in the best possible way. Bring the best energy and light to your sales process. Shoes are good. Do they care about their shoes? Because if they care about their shoes, they'll care about everything else. What's their energy like in general? Like when they're walking through your home. So when they come to your home and they do a market opinion and they walk around and they make conversation, are they engaging? Are they engaging? Are they confident? Are they calm? Are they excited, but not too excited? Because this is going to give you a snapshot, because they're meeting you for the first time. It's a bit of an awkward exercise sometimes, meeting an owner and not really knowing them, and then having to, get the connected energy going very quickly. Make the owners feel at ease and make the owners feel like, you know what you're doing and whatever. Because if they're going to do that with you, they're going to do that with buyers, because they're meeting the buyers for the first time, some of the time as well. So you want to get a feel for what that's like. So they're going to be showing your home to complete strangers. Do they engage quickly? Do they make you feel connected quickly? When they price your home, so how do they price your home? Does the agent just walk around and go, oh yeah, I think it's worth $350? How did you come up with that price? Or do they sit down and treat pricing your home like the rest of the sale process of your property? Do they take it seriously? Like, do they put value into the process? They sit down and say, Mr. and Mrs. Owner, I just want to go through with you what's sold in the last 12 months around you, or the last 3 months, or the last 6 months, and sit there and talk about the properties and who bought them and what they sold for and what it offered and what of this. Not just bring a list of properties out with prices next to them and say, oh, it's roughly around this. Is it a thorough process? And when they deliver that content to you, or when they deliver that advice to you, is it delivered in a calm, concise manner? Are they delivering it in a way that's confident and they know what they're doing? I'd really look at that, because when they're dealing with the marketplace, you don't get to see them. So your market opinion is a little bit like how they're going to deal with people on a day-to-day basis, showing them through your home. So if someone delivers really important information confidently and calmly, with focus and purpose, in a way that's connected and there's conversation around it that's engaging, I think they're going to do that with buyers too. So when they're negotiating on your home, they're going to be the same. A little bit under pressure, they're going to be calm and confident and certain. And when you have that energy as an agent, that comes with experience. But when you have that energy, people are more inclined to listen to you. So when they're trying to lead a buyer from here to here, they're going to be more inclined to listen. The buyers are going to be more inclined to listen to the agent and hopefully come along with them and help them pay a really strong price, or help you get a really good price. Here's the biggest tip I can give you. There's only a couple more points I want to share with you. The biggest tip I can give you when you're interviewing agents is ask them to negotiate on your home. So say to them, how would you negotiate my property? Could you take me through a likely scenario? If a buyer offered, if you're saying my home's worth $350,000, if they offered $320,000, what would you say? If an agent sort of says, doesn't know what to really respond, how are they going to do it in real time? But if the agent said, look, I appreciate your offer of $320,000, can you tell me how you came up with that figure? And if the buyer gave them a response, then an agent needs to say, look, we've priced the home accordingly. There's 3 homes in this vicinity that offer similar value at around $350,000, and here they are. So do you think the home is worth around $350,000, or are you just offering less to get the process started? So when an agent comes back to you as the owner in a role play and help them, almost help you see how they would handle an offer, they'll be able to do that with a buyer. If they can't do it with you now, they're probably not going to be able to do it with a buyer either. And here's the thing, a great negotiator can be worth tens of thousands of dollars extra to you as the owner. An inexperienced negotiator could cost you a lot of money, could cost you thousands, leaving it in the market and not exploring, is it actually there for the buyer to pay? That would be the number one reason I would pick an agent. If they could show me logically how they would handle a negotiation process. And then I would probably make 80% of my decision around that. Because if they can do it with you, they'll be able to do it really well with the buyer, because they've done it before and understand the process. They're going to be able to protect your price. So I would ask that. Ask an agent, show me how you handle a negotiation. See what they say. 2 more things. Do they listen to you? So when you're talking to them, are they listening? Taking it in, formulating a plan in their mind, understanding your position as the owner, getting a sense of what you want as the owner, and how you'd like the process to be run, or maybe just have your input along the way so they can structure something that you're going to be really happy with. If they're going to listen to you, they will listen to buyers. And there's power in listening. If they talk too much and they're talking at you and telling you how fantastic they are, and I'm great, I'm this, and blah, 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 and you're glazed over and you're listening to them going, oh my goodness, this agent is just like, wow. They're going to do that with the buyer too. And I don't know if you enjoy being talked at, but I don't think anybody does. So if the conversation is really melded and really nice and connected, and you feel great dealing with them, and it's just a logical, nice conversation, with the agent listening and absorbing and then coming back with a solution for you, that's a really strong point to consider an agent as well. Last one, if you don't list your home with them then and there, see what their follow-up is like. Did they have like a nice follow-up structure? Not ringing you every day saying, hey, have you made the decision? Hey, have you made the decision? Hey, have you made the decision? And you're like, well, I would have called you if I made the decision. Do they have a nice rhythm to their follow-up? Are they keen, but not so keen that they push you away? Because when they're dealing with a buyer, and sometimes people need space to think. Are they going to give the buyer a little bit of space but know when to chime in? Or are they going to just ram stuff down their throat and almost push them away and like, whoa, this agent's just way too much? So they would be my top 8 points to consider if you're choosing an agent to sell your home. The other thing you've got to do is like them. So if you like them, but I would say that's less than these other things. But you're going to deal with them. Over the next few months, you're going to deal with them on your home. You're going to talk to them every day or every other day. It's a journey that you're going to do together. So likability is an important thing, but they've also got to have skill. So don't just choose an agent because they're nice people. That's part of it. But I would choose a really skilled agent that you like also. They're my top tips, and look forward to seeing you on the next video.